Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the episodes 5 and 6 of Season 2 of Uchuu Senkan Tiramisù. And last episode, I mean, we got to meet Callaway, like the green-haired girl that was with, Isuzu, the enemy. And she's kind of becoming disillusioned with him a little bit, which is pretty funny to see. I actually quite like that gag even more in hindsight. It was a really interesting thing to do. And we also got to see the AI of Subaru's new mech, which had a bit of a chat with his old robot head buddy, which tried to run away but didn't stay. And I think Subaru even said something about needing the robot head. I think that's how it ended. I think. But regardless, it was a fun adventure with mechs and AIs and stuff like that. So very, very mechanical overall, because the only person, in that setup, Subaru, was sleeping, so it was pretty much just a full-on mech conversation. And I'm going weird places with this intro, so let's just get into it. Stop it while we're ahead. So it was not meant to be a pun. So 3, 2, 1, play. Again, one of my worst intros ever, but we gotta move forward. Yeah, that's her. There's the father, yeah, that we met down on Earth. Grim Reaper Dancing / Brothers. Yeah, those are some interesting titles, for sure. Yeah, that's her. She's pretty powerful. They're very incognito. Europa. Right, good old Europa. Looking cool in your mech? You can save the universe. Oh. Hello? I don't let strangers in my cockpit. Could you two leave, please? Like now? Yeah, you can't just ride in a man's cockpit without even saying anything. It's not okay. Like, he might touch something or get sticky hands on everything. Well, tell him to leave. Yeah, don't just let people in here. Is nothing sacred anymore? I'm not answering any questions until you leave. No. No. No touch. No, how about nothing? How about you get out of my cockpit? Like now. You seriously gonna try to guilt me into this? They don't even have faces. Can't feel bad for people without faces. This is gonna go horribly. He's gonna touch all the switches. Saw that coming a mile away. Okay, this is why we don't trust civilians. Yeah, a lot. Stop pressing stuff now. I don't get why he's not, like, stabbing the child. I would have. Oh god. Oh no. That's a funny visual though, but still, that poor mech. No mech deserves this treatment. God, that looks weird. Kind of gross, actually. Really? I guess, okay, that's a dancing Grim Reaper. I wouldn't have guessed that. That was a thing. Yeah, I can't believe they didn't spot you. It's always good when your enemy's incompetent, huh? Well, apparently a small child can break it, so... Right? Oh. Well, as you shouldn't. I don't know what the norm is. That's why you always make your own bomb. Yeah, you would think, but you never know. Batteries sold separately. Would you not have rechargeable AA's lying around the house? Oh. Well, can you... Yeah, I was about to say, you have to get out of there pretty quickly. This is just not gonna go well. It's like blow up the whole ship. Well, prepare for disaster. I hear a phone vibrating. It's not mine. Oh. Freaking emoticon. Oh no, I think he may have taken too long. I don't think he ever leaves his cockpit, not unless they drag him kicking and screaming. It's not what it looks like. I was holding it for a friend. Oh no, oh god, that's the worst. That's the worst. There's literally nowhere better to be. Just a family spat, don't worry about it. Yeah, they know this man. I think some of them would be more than happy to have a bit of revenge. Oh no. Is he gonna dodge it? With his universe sense? How's this gonna end? This is gonna hit, because it might actually hit him in the head at this rate. That's, like, lethal. Oh! God, I think he was leaking mayonnaise from his head. It's pretty concerning. Well, I guess Subaru's dead. It's tragic. It's not a great nickname. Could be worse, though. Okay, well, that was the 5th episode of the 2nd season of Space Tiramisu Ship Thing. And civilians. We let civilians on the ship, which is a terrible idea, because a couple of them stragglers get in the cockpit, and we let the child use the controls, which is a terrible idea, because then he used the controls and hit buttons and shot things and eventually just cut the mech in half. I don't know what he hit to make that happen, but it was hilarious though. Just the visuals of the two separate halves moving weird bug-like wiggly movements was hilarious, but it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Just never let anyone in your cockpit, especially not civilians, especially not a child, especially not an old lady. Just a terrible combination in general. So yeah, hopefully lessons were learned from that. And also, to add even worse kind of stuff on top of the whole civilian thing, is that some of the civilians, quote unquote, were the enemy. The brother and the brother's faithful companion, they both got on the ship, they had a bomb, they're gonna blow up the mech, but luckily they're pretty incompetent too. So yeah, just their discussions of double-sided tape and he got it all dirty and emoticons were sent. It wasn't a very good plan. Like it just kind of fell to pieces. And then things got even worse when other people showed up, because of course you're gonna want to shoot the brother, because yeah, when we first were introduced to him, he tried to take over the ship, or at least like attack them. So yeah, grudges would be forming from that. So, but Subaru wants to protect his Oni-chan, and he kind of literally took a bullet from him there, presumably, from what I could see. Although it did look like he leaked mayonnaise, so I'm not quite sure what to make of that. But anyway, we are going to watch episode 6 as well in this part. So which is a good thing too, because it was a bit of a cliffhanger. So, yeah, let's see exactly what comes from that, if he's dead, or if he's alive, or if he is upgraded in some way. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I got everything set up for episode 6, and we're gonna see what exactly happens with Subaru, because they try to make it look like he died, but it's a comedy anime, you know, ridiculous, absurdist kind of comedy, so I imagine he'll still be alive somehow, you know. Maybe he was shot with something non-lethal like bubble gun. Bubble gun. That's all I got, really, so let's see. So, 3, 2, 1, play. In no way beyond the origin. So he's in the hospital, so looks like he's still alive. Oh, that is not mayonnaise. Can I be the next one to fill you in? Sorry, I had to say it. Oh, yeah, they need him for that. That's why he's here. Because you're his brother and he loves you and just can't let you die. What the frick? Yeah, I guess that happened. Boosting morale. Okay. Well, that was a thing that just happened. I got nothing. Okay, he's gonna do this again, isn't he? At least the third time. Rule of 3 and all that. Is there something wrong with the ball? Is it a trick ball? He's just trying to sort of have this emotional moment, just everything's going wrong. Maybe we should set it somewhere else. I know, right? So inconsiderate. Oh. Wow, that was incredible aim. I wouldn't want to grab that ball anymore. Oh, God. It's disgusting. Just... How did this become him just rubbing the dirty ball? Is he gonna just be very confused about what his brother's even doing over there? Okay, so he actually does know what happened. Never mind. Yeah, that visual again. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of a connection there, which makes sense. So we get to see what happened to him after he fell unconscious? Just put some clothes on, man, please. Oh God, no, oh no. Beyond. Okay. So... Did he, like, lose the connection he had with him, or... I don't quite get the mechanics of what's going on with that. So we're finally getting, like, a final boss here. Sure. Oh, that is a huge cockpit. Like, Yeah, definitely could have a couple of civilians in that one without an issue. It's just super, way too big. Like, he hasn't moved so much to get in position. Like, could you ever escape this cockpit? Not that you'd want to. A cold cockpit. Okay, it's like a kutatsu. Okay. I don't know what to think about you, honestly. Well, it will cost you a shoe, though. Is it worth it? What the There's someone living down there? I guess that's one way to find out how deep it is. Oh, no. That's the worst, when you're trying to enjoy your meal and a just shoe falls in it. Beyond this. I can't keep up with this episode. This what is even happening anymore? I did you calm down? Okay, so I had to go back and be a good boy. The Joker. Because you live in a society, though. Okay. 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 That was the 6th episode of this spaceship battle show thing. And, well, the first half, you know, Subaru seemed to have survived the blow and went to the hospital, and the brother was there. Which, you know, at first I was just thinking, well, yeah, I mean, he did literally take a bullet from him. For him, the least he could do is be there for him. But it seems like there's even more reason than that, because he could be like a blood transfer person. So, you know, that's a good reason to be there for sure. And I actually quite like the bed that Subaru was in. Like, it was like it's obviously very high tech, but it's like he's in water. Like, it's almost like that, what do they call it in Dragon Ball Z? It's not the hyperbolic time chamber, that's something very different. Rejuvenation tank, maybe? Something like that. Reminds me of that, for sure. So, yeah, this was a weird gag when we had this baseball player show up to encourage Subaru, I guess, Kazuki Inoue, something like that, of the Chunichi Dragons. And he has what looks like a little Mickey Mouse knockoff. Except better because it's, you know, blue and white and stuff. The best color scheme. So just a professional baseball player came over because I guess he heard Subaru was a fan or something like that. So yeah, and it really emphasized the fact that having a fan here made him feel better. Like, I said that so many times that eventually Isuzu commented on it. You know, Gyakuni. And I mean, the best gag of this was just, yeah, we kept trying to build this, like, you know, emotional music, you know, trying to have this sort of nostalgic bonding, you know, sentimental kind of thing. But we had kept having him interrupting it, and then eventually the ball just being uncooperative, and that became the new interruption. So they just blew up. But just, I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny. Just, he just kept trying, and everything was just going wrong. So that was pretty good. It was disgusting when I finally pulled it out of the trash can, though. Like, just noodles on it or whatever, and it looked like it even had a stick, like a chopstick or or a skewer or something just kind of sticking through it. It just looks so disgusting. I would have put the ball back. I wouldn't even took it out to begin with, because you'd probably see what it looked like before you even grabbed it. So I would have taken one look in the trash can, said, nope, my brother wants it. He can get it later. He's plenty wet right now. He could use some of that water to wash it off. That's how I would have approached this situation, personally. And then we got to see some of the evil Subaru stuff. Because, yeah, at the end of last episode, we saw, around the time where he got shot, Subaru, the other Subaru, kind of like, fell over as if there was this kind of link. So, at first I thought they were kind of trying to imply that the link was severed, and I was like, has a new level of freedom? That's kind of how I took it, because I still don't quite understand all the mechanics of a lot of this stuff, really. But, yeah, I thought the episode was kind of weird before, but it actually took a bit of a spike of weirdness with this, because let's follow his actions step by step, right? First thing he does, he attacks this one scientist dude, with a bit of nothing personal kid, swoops behind him and, well, doesn't really break his neck. He just kind of incapacitates him a little bit. He wants to be called Beyond, I guess because he's like beyond Subaru, he's ascended to something else, I guess. But yeah, he was pretty much impatient for going towards the Hades Durandolu. So, fair enough, it's a cool toy. He wants to check it out. However, he wants to go do it despite it not being ready yet. So, isn't it only natural that I need bigger arms and legs to accompany it? Is it natural? Is anything that happened in this episode natural? I couldn't tell you. But he just went to what seemed like kind of a dark void sort of area. And he just went into the largest cockpit ever. There was so much room. Talk about leg room. You could run laps in there. You could set up a volleyball court in there. You could, a bowling alley, maybe. So yeah, he seemed to be having a pretty good time. You can see his breath, so I think it was cold in there. Which is probably why he went into the crack later. I also kind of like seeing him just scooting forward. Because it's so big, you have to scoot a lot to get in the right position. Although I think more the point was just showing how big it was, him enjoying the spaciousness more than trying to get to a specific point, but still. So yeah, I really don't know what to say about this. He goes into the crack, but seems to be enjoying himself, but then does kind of a just kidding thing and comes back out. I don't quite know, then crawls on all four. I really don't know what to say about this. His actions were just kind of weird, like he had lost it. He dropped a boot down below to test how deep the one area was, and something that I definitely did not see coming was it landed in some man's food, like an engineer or something. He was just trying to enjoy his lunch, and the white-collar worker, Dark Subaru, just kind of ruined it all. He gets all mad, and then he starts crying. He gets called a dirty space millennial. He comforts him, buys him a drink. I don't know. This was the weirdest thing. The show is full of weird stuff, and yet this episode still really just... I'm sure weirder things have happened in this show, but just on a personal level, this struck me as weirder. I don't know why. Just the whole thing, it was weird. The whole thing was weird. I don't know. I kind of want to just go now. I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough anime for one day. So, yeah, that was the 6th episode, 5th and 6th episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction to it. That's that. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.